So, do you guys remember what you talked about to that day or anything like that? Or was it just a small interaction starting off?
It was pretty small. And, she went back to her table. And then I believe the next day, same thing. I think she came over and said hi. Just probably pretty quick. And then she slipped me her phone number as well. And then she was kind of upset that I didn't call her, but I didn't even know that I had it. Like she slid it in my bag or something.
Yeah.
But WrestleMania 2016 was very special in a not so good way for me, and stuff that it was a crazy weekend for me. Not the WrestleMania itself, but it was like that it's definitely a good chapter in my book when I talk about hitting my rock bottom. And at the same time, yeah, dude, it included. Let me give you a hint. It included a 13-hour blackout.
Oh my god!
And waking up and having to hear about all the shit that I did, I hated myself. But at the same time, it was like afterwards, I flew home to LA where I lived at the time, and I was just I had the biggest spiritual hangover. It was horrible. I just oh my god, and I got a text from her, and she had a picture of her by the ocean, and she was like right at the bottom of my hill.
Oh.
So she was synchronicity as well.
Yeah.
She didn't know where I lived, and she's from New Orleans. I lived in Palos Verdes at the time, and it's this big hill in the South Bay. And she happened to, after WrestleMania weekend, she went to LA and she was visiting her friend that lived at Redondo Beach, which is right at the bottom of the hill. She sent me a picture, and I'm like, dude, what the hell? Like, you're like 5 miles from me, tops. And, I was like, you want to go, get some lunch or something? That's what happened. So the universe put that one together, too. It was amazing that she was right there. Like, I was like, dude, my house was almost in that photo.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Well, what do you remember from the first date?
I was there. I was experiencing that spiritual hangover, and it was lunchtime, like I picked her up in the afternoon, and we just went to some place in Redondo Beach. And we walked out on the beach. Pretty soon we were holding hands, like we knew each other like a long time and stuff walking on the beach, and just got along like really well. But I remember from what I remember, because my energy was so low, I was trying to tell her why she should run, and I was just, oh my God, like I'm going through so much because, it's the divorce and all this point that I was at where I did not feel very valuable. And so, I was trying to tell her that, and I guess she liked it, whatever. She wanted a project, I guess, but but I was just telling her, and the one thing was, I told her, she remembers this. I don't exactly, but I told her, I said, oh my God, I said, I just found out what I did this weekend. And she thought that I said, I just found out I have kids this weekend. Oh and so she thought for the rest of the day till later on that that's what I had said. Yeah. But but we went out to the beach after that. And then I was like, hey, I gotta go do this podcast. It was with the Shamrock girl.
Ryan Shamrock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, her and her man, Uncle Eddie or something, some name MMA, something like that. But anyway, I said, I can drop you off, back at your friend's pad if you want, or if you're having fun, you can come with me, and then I can drop you off, or we can go do something else, whatever, And she was like, I'll come with you. So I brought her with me to the podcast, during the whole headset, the interview, I had the whole headset. I kept, checking back and making sure she was cool and didn't feel ignored or whatever because I didn't know, you know.
Yeah.
And my evil ex was like the most sincere, insecure person in the world. She would have 10 minutes and she would have left and just been like, you forgot I was there anyway, looking at that Shamrock girl, or you know what I mean? I just didn't know. It took a long time. I'm still learning how cool Katie is. You know, she's amazing. But after the podcast thing, then it was like, you know, you want me to take you home or we go get something to eat or whatever? And she's like, no, I'm having fun. So it ended up being like a really, really long first day that started early. And we ended up on Hollywood Boulevard, you know, having some drinks and stuff. And she looked amazing the whole time.
Heck yeah.